you doing, everybody? Beerman here. Welcome back to some more Medieval Dynasty. Things are going quite well for us. We've moved a lot of things. We've upgraded a lot of things. Today, there's two things I want to try to get done. First, I don't want to live in this house anymore. It's a farmer's house, and we need the biggest, best house we could find. Second of all, we need some sort of child in our life. And it's time to ask our wife if she would like to have children. Oh, that's a big step in our life, but I think she's getting old.
Hello,
look at her. Thank you. She's 25 now. I mean, come on. How old do you want to be before you have children? So let's get started. There it is. I think we're ready to have a child. What do you think? Wow. She's got a date after 7. All right. Fantastic. Okay, while we wait for 7 o'clock to happen and whatever that brings about, we need to find a place to live. There are lots of options. I was thinking there's areas out there. There are areas over there. Let's see, where are we? I was thinking like out that way. But I don't know. I want to be in a place that's isolated, but at the same time close by everything I need. We've got our fishing huts over there. I wonder if we could, let's take a look at this. Maybe this gives us a chance to build a bridge as well. Right there. Right there. That looks cool. Let's go put down a little foundation. Let's get over there first. Oh yeah, this looks like a great spot. Look at this. We could see the village from here. Maybe we'll take some trees down so we could see. We're up on a hill. There's big open spaces around us. Let's do it. Let's get the biggest house and get it lined up. Let's see. I want it kind of facing that way. And then we can put near enough I want to bring my horses over here as well. So I'm just going to run a little strip to see what direction everything is running in so I can make sure there's a good distance between us. All right, take a look. Now, I'm not going to follow this because otherwise our house will be facing that way or that way. And I really, really want it facing that way. So I'm going to ignore that. We're just going to wing it here, instead of my usual, very carefully planned out community place, because it's just my house. So let's go houses. Let's go with the large stone house. Wow, it's going to cost us 108 stone. Lots of planks, lots of logs. Let's do it. Oh, you know what? I don't want to. That's one of the troubles, is you have to face the opposite way or spin it around. I'll tell you what, let's spin it around because I want to be able to know what I'm doing. Let's get third person mode. There we go. I want it right about there. Q, buildings, houses, big bad boy. Let's spin it. Okay, there it is. I like that kind of sort of. I wonder if I can get into photo mode, if that'll help. Okay, there you go. So we can actually get into photo mode to see where our placement of our buildings go. You can see me there. It's kind of, let's see, pointing right at that. So if we stand here and look, oh, that's a beautiful view. Let's see what it would look like out our front door. Right, we come out here and that's what we would see. Wow. Okay, I like it. I like it a lot. It looks like a perfect spot. And then what I try to do is put my horse stables over here, and then I could put a big giant field, fence it in around the whole thing. All right, let's get that started. There it is. So now we just got to go get a billion stone, get our foundation up and running, and then see what it looks like. There we are so far. Have a look. Coming along nice, huh? I like it. It's huge. Absolutely huge house. We have so much space. all the little rugrats running around. Can't wait. All right, there it is. It looks pretty lonely at the moment. It's because it's all by itself, but we are going to jazz it up. Want to kind of run a road temporarily along here so we can build a bridge, because we want to just be able to go over. We don't want it to go all the way down there. And oh man, it's a lovely view. And then we want to build ourselves our horse stable. Now, do we put the stables right next to it, or do we put it behind? I think I'm going to try to put it over here. Now, I want to keep a gap, right? So what I want to do is temporarily do this. Let's run a road, kind of, sort of. Where is it? Right, road. Right, let's see. About here to here. And this is just so that way I can keep good distance, because I don't want the stable too close. Boom. Okay. And now I want to put the stable right here. Then I want to like a field where the horses can run around in. Okay. So maybe, and then maybe we could put the donkeys in there as well, because we should move the donkeys as well. All right, let's see what this looks like. I want to try to line it up the best I can with this. If we go into here, we go into there, we go into animal husbandry. We want stables. Yep. And if you look, there is an area where the horses go on the left. There's 4 slots. Then there's an area where we can get in there and do our stuff on the right. So I want to spin it around. Right, just like that. And that way we're going to kind of build an area to the right where the horses can run around, and we'll get the donkeys in the same field, but we won't have to fence in our area. Let me get to the sky view and see how it's lining up. All right, as you can see, it's not lined up nicely. Well, it depends on what I want to do. I mean, I don't have to necessarily do it straight, but doing it straight was kind of the point. You could see it's not an easy thing to do when you want to spin it around. Okay, let me give it a go. Okay, there we are. It looks pretty nicely lined up. It's even that way. It looks even in this way. I like it. It doesn't have to be absolute perfect, but you can hopefully see where I'm going with this. What I'm trying to do is these are the areas where the horses are going to be. We'll make kind of a field out this way. And if we put our donkeys over here, we can line those 2 fields up. And then we can just make it so we can walk into this little area to feed them. Well, it's supposed to be like a maintenance. I know you need to walk into those to feed them, actually. But hopefully you get the vibe of what I'm going for. We'll just kind of spread our wings out this way. And we're back. And there you go. Our stables are totally built. They look cool. I've moved Mr. Ed in, as you can see. He doesn't have much food. I need to go back and get the food out of the other one, and I need to disassemble it. We may need to move that barn sooner or later, but we'll see. But also, one thing that did unlock in our in our production buildings, the kitchen number 2, which is, according to this, more capacious and more sturdy than its simpler versions. Pretty cool. So we can upgrade that as well, which we might as well do, because it will get us some more recipes. But first, let's get on old Mr. Ed, head back to our village, our old village, break down our stables, and make any animal feed that we need. Oh, by the way, I did go back to see my wife after 7. In case you're wondering, ooh, we got a new building apiary. But for those looking for some scenes of naughtiness. Nothing like that happened, but I'm assuming everything went okay because I didn't get any complaints. So let's head back to our old village and grab what we can. Well, our old pig farm is not looking so great. Wonder if we should try to fix that up because we can't move it just yet. All right, here we go. This is our old stable. Now there has some good food in the middle. I don't know if we get that food back, but we'll find out. Okay, does not look like we get the food back, but I'm carrying a lot of stuff. Oh well, but that's gone now, and we can move on to making some feed. And we're back. And I have made myself some food. Let's fill this guy up. Boom, there you go. Dave the donkey, Mr. Ed has all the food he needs, and he's leaving little deposits behind that we can turn into things. That's pretty good. Okay, so we have a few choices to do here. Now, we can put the donkey shelter in as well and then box all this off, which sounds like a great idea. We can put the bridge in to run back over to there, which we need to do as well. I think we're going to put the bridge over here. So it goes to there. And then, we can also upgrade the kitchen. Okay. I think I'm going to try moving my... what's this? Oh, that's a stump. I'm going to try moving the donkey shelter first. That way we can start fencing it in because it's... Oh, no way. Did we get mine? Oh, man, that's a beautiful thing. That's really going to help us with our tools. Not ready for it yet, but it's fantastic. Okay, let's get our donkey shelter up and running. Okay, so you can see what I'm doing. I have put it directly next to it, not keeping it there. Oh, so what you can see is that I've lined these roofs up pretty good. I want to say perfect, but nothing's ever perfect. And I could probably take a step back or two, but I think it'll be okay. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take a tiny step back. That's it. And now just use the A key. Don't know if you guys have controllers. I'm just going to side wind over towards this tree because I like this tree and I want it to be next to it. Boom. And I'm going to place it there. Boom. Now, once I build this, I'm going to build a fence that goes from right here, keep this side exposed, out slightly to this way, over down to here, to the middle of this building so we can still get in there. And that will be the front side. And then we'll do the same from here, but we'll go all the way back towards this tree and out like this. So that way we have a nice big area for them to run around in and have some fun. That's going to be quite an undertaking and take up lots of logs and stuff and things, but that's okay. Let's get it done. All right, there it is. You can see our donkey shelter. Before I bring them in, I need to put some food in there, which I have over there. And let me kind of give you the gist. I'm not necessarily going to keep this fence, but we'll say take a look. So log fences, definitely. I want log split rail rather than the crossbuck. I like this. This feels more horsey-like. So let's do this. So I want to come out here. I'm not going to be able to square this up much because even if I go third person mode, it won't work. So I just want to come out like 2. So there you go. 2. Now if I go into camera mode, you could see here that it is, oh, look at that. So I'm not quite square, but it definitely helps knowing that you can go into camera mode. So I just need to shift myself to the left a bit. Right, not quite square, but we're getting there. Okay, that looks pretty square, right? What do you think? Okay, so we'll put that there and then we'll run it over to the other side. Now, we got to run it over to here. I'm trying to line it up as best I can. And then we have to figure out how we're going to get in this area. But it's roughly about there. So if I stand here and just come backwards, just use the S key to come backwards, then I can go into photo mode and I can see if I am square or straight-ish. Okay, now you can have a look. And how does it look? It actually doesn't look too bad. Okay, well, now that I'm up this way, I can see I need to go forward a little bit. Now, there probably was an easier way to do this, but I think if I just go forward a little bit, that'll square it off nicely. Well, there you go. That looks pretty good. I mean, it doesn't have to be absolute perfect, but that's pretty close. And now we just run it right to here, wherever the center that is. That's pretty close. Boom. Okay, now let's have a look from, oh wow, I like it. Have a look from the top and see what it looks like. Okay, there you go. So it looks okay. Oh, I probably came out to, no, that's pretty square right there. That's okay. I like it. So you can understand. So this is where the horses are and the donkeys are kept. They can come out of their little pen and walk around here. I'm going to make a nice, huge area for them to run around in back here. I think I saw another YouTuber do something similar. I really like the idea. I don't know if this is bigger or smaller, not comparing, but I like the idea. So I stole it from them. Can't remember what it is. Apologize if you were the original idea maker of this, wasn't trying to steal. I'd love to give you credit. Don't worry about it. Okay, so I don't know how we're going to put a gate in and what it looks like, but we can, for now, come over here and drop some stones where we put things, and then we can figure out where gates go. But it's getting late, so I'm going to have to crash for a little bit, and then I'll bring you back tomorrow. And we're back, and we need to figure out how we're going to bring horses and stuff in here after we do it. Now, I was looking at the gates. There are a few options here. If we go to log gates, we can put that gate in there. It doesn't feel right for horses and stuff to go through that kind of a small gate. We've got a simple log gateway or the log gateway, but we've already unlocked the roof gateway, which seems like the coolest way to go. So if we try to put that there now, it's going to say, hey, you can't, blah, 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 blah. So the idea of what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually tear down this fence. I put a stone here, right? And we already know where we can put it on those two buildings. So I don't need to figure out lining up anymore. I could just go back there. But if we go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, this is the center. And if do I have any more stones? I bet you I don't. Let me grab 2. Okay, here we go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We go into our inventory. We take stone and we drop 1. Yep. We pick it up. And we put it right on that stick right there. Boom. Then we come over to this one. We do the same. Grab and put onto that stick. Boom. Already got one down here. So now let's destroy this. I could really do with a drink apparently. Let's destroy all that. Everything go. Okay, we're back. I've had my drinks. So these are the 2 center ones I'm going to try to use for the gateway. I'm going to go into third person mode, open up the fences, gates, and we want, nope. We want log gates and that one. So the object of the game here is to try to square it up as best I can. I think that's not too bad, huh? Look at that. Like it? Boom. Right? Now we take the fence and we start our fence at the same spot, just about. Right? Next to it, as close as it will let us. Run it out to our little stone that we have here. Boom. Look at that. And then we put it here next to the house. And boom. Okay. Now, if I put my hammer on, you'll see what it looks like. It's cool, right? And you can see the fence goes right about up to there. That's cool. Now let's do the same on this side. Log fences, boom, and go as close as we can. Okay, start there. Come out to our stone right here. Come to the middle of it, just about. Boom. Yeah, that looks great. And come to the middle of there. And boom. There you go. So that's our horsey area. Look at it. They come in here and they can go up into their little stables. Same with the donkeys. When we move them over here, they can do the same. Now we got to kind of do the same back here. I may or may not put another one of these here, because what happens if I want to go that way? Let's see what's that way. Well, there's a big area here, but I'm sure that's the limit. But let's not limit ourselves and say, hey, we can't go any further. So let's build this out as well. Let me grab a couple stones to get the job done, and I'll get the initial layout done. Well, where's a stone? And I'll show you what it looks like before we start building. It's going to take a while to build, of course. Okay, there you go. Hopefully this gives you a bit of an understanding of the scale and what the layout looks like. You've got your horses over here. You got your donkeys over here. There is a gate to go out this way. Now we might build the bridge here, but I think it's going to be over there. I don't know. Make a decision. But they had a whole big field to play in here. And we can come out this way if we want to go north and get anything that's that way. This is going to take about 2,685 different logs to do. It's going to take me quite a while to do, so I'm just going to get on with it and I'll bring you back. And then when that is all done, we can move the donkeys in because we got food up here. We could probably move the donkeys in now, to be honest with you, but I'm going to concentrate mostly on just getting this farm, this horsey donkey area done. I like the way it looks, because look, there's my house, there's my horses, and there's my donkeys. Wow, pretty cool. And we're back many hours later, and have a look. I think it's come out amazing. Look at that. So here you go. Oh, you know what? Let's get on Mr. Ed. We'll go through on Mr. Ed. Watch this. There we go. Come on, Mr. Ed. Let's go through and have a look. All right. You can bring him in this way. Nice. He's got a little place to run around if he wants to. Or he can go in his stables here and just, you know, hang out with his other horsey friends once I get them. Just like that. Eat some food. Yeah, that's right. I left food for you. It's pretty cool. Tell you what, let me get myself in a position to show you what it looks like from the top. But this is what it looks like. We're looking down from the north. All right, here we go. So walk through here, and it's everything. You got all that over there. Look through. Let's get up in the sky and have a look. Oh, all right, too far away from my character. And there it is. Look at that. It looks so cool. I really like the way it's come out. It's a great area. It's right next to the house. And we have donkeys. And we have our horses. We have a place to put other things as well when we want them. But we got an area for our own children to play in back here and what have you once they come along. Ooh, and speaking of children, let me show you. Here, if we take a look, that's my wife, the farmer. And look. She's pregnant. So cool. Man, she's a really good farmer too. I am gonna miss her so much. But the only way I discovered that was I realized there was one of the mothers that was not working, and I've put her to work, and I think she is a minor or something like that. We're definitely gonna need another farmer at some point once we move, but we'll wait until we have our first baby. But there you go. We've done it. Now it's time to go run back and move our donkeys. I'll tell you what, we can move our donkeys now. All we got to do is fill in, fill in this. Do I have feed with me? Nope. Let me go run and get some. All right, we're back. And let's fill this up with some food for the donkeys. Boom. Now we come over to here and manage. We can start assigning animals to it. And there you go. They're all here. The whole family. Boom. Nice. Right. We can now run down to our old place where we used to live, and we can destroy the donkey shelter. And the horse shelter if it's not already. I can't remember. All right. Here it is. We've got our old donkey shelter, the horse shelter. I must have destroyed. It's not there anymore. Let's tear this guy down. This save us on taxes when we don't have extra buildings. All right, let's start breaking it down and getting rid of it. There you go. All gone. Nice. We've put that stuff away. So what do we got left here? We got our pigs and our chickens. We got our barn and our compost bin. These are important. Don't know where I'm going to put those yet. Now, I'm saving these up here because it's easier for me to just shove stuff in here by having them here. And then we've got a bunch of houses. And finally, we have, I think this is the Hunter's Lodge and the excavation shed, right? All right. Well, it was important for me to be able to pronounce the name. There's so many names I won't be able to pronounce, and it'll be brutal. So I tried to go with one that I can pronounce, but doesn't sound very common. Like Alice is just too common. It's a good name. Not saying there's anything wrong with Alice, but in a game like this, it feels too common. So I like Kinga. I used to actually work with somebody named Kinga. So let's go with Kinga. Yes, our child's name is Kinga. Let's have a look at the baby. Ah, there she is, Kinga. Ah. Right, well, you know what that means. We're still living in this old house, which is not good. We built a purpose-built house. That's too many builts in one sentence. So we need to move. And on top of that, she is now a mother. No longer a farmer, and she was my best farmer ever. So we've got to get another hunter in here. So first things first, let's go and move ourselves. Okay, here we are at our new house that we built. Let's go to assign to player. Hold down that E. Boom. We've moved in, and now everybody should be in here. See, baby's cot. Cradle, sorry. Our bed. It's huge. It's awesome. Wow, this little horse and donkey paddock area, it came out so nice in the spring. Look at it. We got donkeys going everywhere. We've got our horse over there. Lots of field to play in for these guys. I think it's pretty cool. And we're back. And here we are just outside Piastovia. And here is Miroslava. She's 19. And if you look, she can do farming at 3. That's the highest you can get. So let's bring her in. Okay, cool. We have a new villager. Let's assign her to a place. Where is she? Let's give her a house. And their house is going to be the farmhouse new. That's where we just left. Boom. Let's give her a job. She is going to work in the farm shed. Boom. And she will be there. Boom. Done. Okay. So that should be everything to make her happy. She's got a long walk. And we're back. And there it is. Baby Kinga and my wife. Aw, how cute. Smiling. We've done it. We've got an heir. It's great. It's awesome. And we're ready to continue the legacy that is Beerman's village. Well, I'll tell you what, guys, that's going to be it for today. I hope you had a good time. I had a great time as always. We managed to get our baby born. We managed to build our new house. So that way the baby was ready to live in the biggest, baddest house ever. We brought everything into focus with donkeys and horses and all that. We got a lot more to do in our upcoming videos. So this is not the end just because we have an heir. We got things to do. So Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you had enjoyed the video, do let me know. Leave a like, leave a comment, and as always, feel free to subscribe. And until the next one, where is my baby Kinga? Aww. I'll see ya.